Hi Aries, this is your horoscope for August 2017. Thanks for joining me. It's really nice to be with you today. Now, first of all, on the 2nd of August, Uranus, the planet of rebellion and eccentricity, that is in your sign of Aries, and it goes retrograde on the 2nd of August. Now, some of you are going to react differently to this. So some of you with Uranus in Aries in your sign will have really felt empowered and you will have been able to get a lot done. Others, some of you may have felt that things have been a little bit chaotic lately and a little bit unpredictable, over the top, overwhelming, and too much when it comes to yourself. So if you're one of those people, then with this Uranus retrograde, you're going to feel less chaos, you're going to feel things are less overwhelming. But if you're one of the people who has been empowered by this Uranus to really just charge through everything and get everything done, with the retrograde, it now gives you less strength, less energy to move ahead like that. The next thing that happens here that's significant to you in August is on the 7th, there's a partial lunar eclipse, full moon in Aquarius, and that happens in your 11th house, Aries. I've made a separate video on this, so have a look at that. It tells you what the eclipse is about, and it goes into a lot of detail. But for you, with it being in the 11th house, the full moon showers us with Aquarius energy, okay? But because it's a eclipse, it's interrupted and it lasts for about 6 months. And this eclipse happens on the south node. So it's about releasing a sense of duty, releasing a sense of having to do everything right for everyone else all the time, being responsible for your friendships, letting go of hopes and dreams that didn't work out and that you can accept and now let go of. It's all of that kind of energy for you in the 11th house. So that is a really good time, actually, this full moon, to think about the things that you want to let go of and release and how you want to unburden yourself. And because it is this eclipse, it will be with you for the next 6 months. And you're going to find that it's not that you're less responsible, but you feel less of a sense of duty, obligation, and the word should doesn't apply to you as much. So you have a greater sense of freedom during this full moon and eclipse. Then from the 9th of August all the way until the 20th of August, we've got Venus and Pluto opposing each other. Venus is the planet of love and beauty, and she's in Cancer pretty much all month until the end of the month, until the 26th. And Venus is the planet of love and beauty, and in Cancer she's at her most nurturing and caring. She's weepy, she's emotional, she does everything for everyone else. There's also a great potential to have real intimacy and to really connect with someone on a very close level. We're talking like soulmates and twin flames. And luckily for you, Aries, Venus in Cancer sits in your 4th house of family. So this is a great time for you to nurture family that already is. But it's also a great time to make new families and to create new communities that you can nurture. So, you know, if you're alone and if you've been thinking of getting a dog, that's the kind of thing that Venus in Cancer would get you to do. I'm lonely, I want to get a dog. If you've got family, you've got 4 kids, but you work 60 hours a week, you may think, oh my God, I need to cut down my hours and spend some more time with the children. It opposes Pluto, and an opposition is when 2 planets are 180 degrees apart and they're really fighting each other. So Venus is fighting Pluto, and Pluto is in your 10th house in Capricorn. And what that's saying is it wants to make changes, or you will experience changes when it comes to your working life. So something will alter in a positive way that gives you more power in your working life. So either you are recognized for having real gifts and expertise, or you're promoted, or you change jobs, you make a lateral move, you transform your work. There's a great opportunity for that during this period, but you've got a choice. Either go with Venus and the emotional side of things, or go with the career side of things and transform your work. But because Venus is in Cancer all month, your feelings are paramount. Your feelings are really what's going to guide you and judge you. Not judge you, move you forward. Now, feelings are like the wind. Feelings come and go. You can't plan your life on feelings. You know, you can't, because at certain times you'll feel one. Everyone can relate to this. Sometimes a person you've absolutely hated, you've got to know them a little bit and you love them. Someone, yeah, it can really turn. You can really turn things around. So what I'm saying here is that the emotional side of things is going to be influential if you make decisions in your career. Really make sure that it's factual and that it's a good move and that it's not just based on an emotional whim. Do your research if you're going to make transformative changes to your work. And if you do make changes, they will add power to you in your working life, because it's at 17 degrees, which is 8, which is power. Then from the 12th of August going through until the 5th of September, unfortunately, we've got Mercury going retrograde in Virgo, and it stays in retrograde until the 31st of August, so until the end of the month. It happens in your 6th house of day-to-day routine and work. So from the 12th of August to the 5th of September, there's a much greater potential for you to make mistakes when it comes to your health, your day-to-day routine, or your work. So making a mistake in terms of your health, let's say you've got loads of work on, and you can't keep up with the work. So what you do is you've got a choice. You can either cut down the work and listen to your body and say, I can't do this much, I'm going to cut down. Or you can make a mistake and prop yourself up with drugs and pills so you can meet the demands of your schedule. Obviously, the second option is not good. The first option is much better. So that would be a mistake in terms of your health. In terms of your career, there's the opportunity to make mistakes into little details. Make sure you dot the I's and you cross the T's. And it's a pain in the neck in terms of daily routine as well. There may be lost keys, the car doesn't start, you know, the computer blinks out, stuff like that. And that happens from the 12th until the end of August. Now, you're going to be influenced by that. On the 21st of August, we have a total solar eclipse, and that's a new moon in Leo. So I'll also make a separate video on this because they are more complicated. But this is a new moon that pulls in loads of Leo energy into your 5th house of romance and relationships. And by the way, I just want to mention that you've got your transiting midheaven, your transiting Mercury, your north node in Leo, the moon and the sun in your 5th house of romance and children and fun, all in Leo. So Venus, the emotional side of things, is important. And I've talked about, you know, being careful with when it comes to making decisions at work. But with all this energy in the 5th house, you ought to really focus on romance and love and relationships. If you're interested in that, if you're interested in finding a partner if you're single, it's a wonderful, wonderful time here at the end of the month when all of this fun Leo, confident, powerful Leo energy is being pulled into that 5th house of your chart, giving you a real desire to connect and to have fun and to enjoy yourself and to experience passion and sensuality and sexuality and all of those good things. If you're in a relationship, it'll be better. It will improve. It will be more fiery than it was before. That's good obviously if the relationship is good, more passion, more excitement, but also it can translate sometimes into anger. So there could be the potential for more conflict or anger, and if that appears in August here, at the end of August, you know you're in the wrong relationship. So that's the total solar eclipse, new moon. Finally, on the 26th of August, we've got Venus, the planet of love and beauty, who's been in Cancer all month. Finally, she goes into Leo now in your 5th house, and that's even more positive when it comes to love and romance, because Venus is the planet of love and romance and beauty, and now she's no longer in Cancer in the domestic sphere, you know, just being emotional and caring about everyone. She's in Leo now, and she wants to have fun and go out with people and enjoy and have a cocktail and go to parties and throw her head back and laugh and just have fun. So it's an emotional kind of month for you. Listen to what your emotions are telling you about your work, but don't let your emotions completely guide you. And also remember to include reason, especially when you make decisions about changing your work. So that's what I get for you in August. I hope you have a wonderful month. If you would like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you next month.